Let's dive right in. You may have heard about the power of positive thinking, or the idea that taking on an optimistic attitude is all you need to do to manifest positive changes in your life. It's a mindset many of us really get into on January 1st, when we set our sights on a New Year's resolution, almost as if we can wish our way to our goals. It's a nice idea in theory, but according to Gabrielle Oettingen, a psychologist at NYU, positive thinking alone might actually decrease the odds that you'll succeed. She ran a number of studies with groups of people who had all kinds of aspirations, from losing weight to recovering from an injury to starting a new relationship or career. Across the board, the results were the same. Simply engaging in positive thoughts about their future success actually led people to fall short of what they'd set out to achieve. Positive thinking is deceiving. It tricks our mind into perceiving that we've already reached our end goal and keeps us from considering all the real-life obstacles that are stopping us from getting there. So, should we get rid of all of our dreams and focus more on the challenges? According to Oettingen, no, because ruminating on obstacles isn't a great strategy to overcome them either. The most successful people, regardless of the goal or the field, practice something called mental contrasting, which is a kind of hybrid mode of thinking. Mental contrasting involves thinking about our future success and acknowledging our present reality simultaneously. Here's how it works. Rather than getting lost, daydreaming about the future, or ruminating on obstacles in the present, those who use mental contrasting make a habit of frequently comparing their desired future with their current reality, and then asking themselves, what small step can I do today that gets me just a little bit closer to my goal? So let's say you set out to run a marathon by the end of the year. You might say, I can't run 26 miles, but I can run 2. Then tomorrow, I can run 2.5. And no matter how small the progress, you would just keep making these tiny steps towards your goal every day until you eventually get to the finish line. For mental contrasting to really work, you need to get in the habit of practicing it on a daily basis and make these small comparisons a part of your routine. From there, you can turn any new action into an automatic, long-lasting habit. Here are 4 things to keep in mind that can really help make your next resolution stick. Tip number 1, keep it short to start. The easier the habit is to fit into your current routine, the more likely you'll actually stick with it. It's common to believe we have to set big goals or else there's no point. But when we set goals that are too ambitious and we fail to achieve them, we run the risk of lowering our self-esteem when we fall behind, which makes us way less motivated to keep achieving them in the first place. So instead of creating an ambitious plan for the next week or month or year, commit to doing something for just 3 minutes a day. And once it's a part of your routine, you can always build up from there. Tip number 2, get specific. The more detail, the better. Being specific could mean doing your new habit at a specific time of day, or doing it right before or after another action in your daily routine, like eating lunch, brushing your teeth, or ending your workday. Or even watching the Wake Up, like you're doing right now. Consciously tying actions to things in our environment helps our subconscious remind us to do them. Tip number 3, make sure the action is repeatable. Small, achievable actions can actually motivate us to keep going, because every time we follow through on something that we set out to do, our brain gives us a pat on the back in the form of a small boost of dopamine. Unfortunately, when we set goals like stop eating sweets, our brain doesn't know when we've succeeded, because this isn't a measurable behavior. Instead, you might want to frame your new habit like this. When I get a sweets craving, I'll drink a glass of water. So now each time you resist the temptation of sweets and replace it with something more healthy, you'll get a biological pat on the back that creates a positive feedback loop, which can help motivate you to keep going. Tip number 4, don't be afraid to start over. There's no law that says you can't start your New Year's resolution again just because it's February. If you've fallen off the bandwagon or you want to scale back the goal to something more manageable, then do it. Just remember to keep it short, specific, and repeatable. I hope this new mindset can help motivate you to reach your goals and to create the positive changes you're looking for this year. If your resolutions include making mindfulness a part of your daily routine, check out the Meditate tab, which features a new meditation every day that can have you feeling more mindful in as little as 3 minutes. I'm Dr. Sahar Yousaf. Thank you very much for watching.